Why not? Okay. All right, let's pan over to this. Screen 2. Whoops, screen 1. Okay. So, we'll pull this up. So, AMC and GME have been going wild. Looks like, now the big thing here for AMC and GME is that these traders do not have the gas that they had before by any means. Okay. So I don't expect them to be able to continue the ridiculousness and sustainability that they had in the previous rallies that we saw. We've already seen these kind of come down from the highs. I think there could be another pretty good leg up. Usually the first leg up is not the biggest. We'll see some accumulation probably, and they'll probably try to rally these up again. In their defense, they waited until I had 20% short on each stock, so there was some good squeeze potential. I think due to the previous rallies that we've seen in these stocks, I doubt any of these shorts are trying to fight the rally. They probably got out right away and are looking to reset now. The big thing here is I'm going to be watching the, let's see if I can pop this out. This is the time and sales for option contracts on AMC. We can see we had a big call buyer. This put buyers up about 100% on this position right now, and the call buyers down over 50% right now. If we look at let me look at these contracts again. Yeah. It's hilarious. Okay. So he's not up as much on those 10s anymore. The big thing here, if you're trying to buy puts on this already, you have to look at that implied volatility. It's going to murder these premiums even if it moves in your position right now. You don't want to be buying them this early. Because these puts will get murdered in the premiums. And the stock didn't run up enough to make up for it. So if you wanted to try and play this, this is not a recommendation, but if you wanted to try and play this, you'd want to try to play it to the upside until we actually hit a true peak, and then you definitely want to play puts for the downside. And you'd want a big dollar move than just a $3 move. A $3 move isn't going to compensate for how much your volatility has run up on this stock. So that put buyer is kind of going to be out of luck probably, and not able to make any profits unless this thing goes to $5. But the previous low wasn't even that low if we look at the 5-day on here. So I think the previous low was $10. Okay, so a little bit under $10. So they're literally looking, I don't know what they're looking for, but they're not going to find it. That was a new trader who probably doesn't know how options work, unfortunately. But this is interesting. I mean, if they should be taking whatever profits they can and getting out of the position. Hopefully they did. They were up big earlier this morning. But anyways, we're going to head over. Austin, you have Wall Street Bets pulled up. Are you looking at it? And it looks like my other traders left me hanging. Austin. Yeah, I can't hear you if you're talking at all. Let me do this. Oh, is my speakers? No, I can't hear you. Sorry.
What up?
I took the DMs off the. Let me see here. Let me see if I can correct this. And while I try and fix this, I'm just gonna throw this up. The Wall Street cheat sheet. Know it. I think we're now in denial now that we're seeing the meme stocks run. Okay, we were in anxiety. Now we're in denial. We've been talking about this for a minute now. Also, let me just real quick make sure. Yeah. Let me just share this real quick, and then share this real quick. Um. Okay. BRB. Oh, the sound should be good. Hey, can you hear me, Austin? You should be able to hear me, and I should be able to hear you. Okay, let me try and fix this real quick.
Hello?
I should have tested this. Hey, we can hear you now.
Okay, sweet.
Cool.
Yeah, I have Wall Street Bets pulled up. I have the new tab pulled
I
up.
should probably turn you down. Okay.
What do you have pulled up? The hot or top?
No, I'm gonna pull over Wall Street Bets now. Wait.
That call's up 75%, 80%.
Wall Street Bets get notifications. No, I don't want notifications. Do I want to show this or do I want to hide it? It's gonna naturally hide it because it's gonna show. Yeah, that's good. And we'll just take this to full screen. I just put OBS in full screen. Not what I meant to do. Don't do that, OBS. Holy cow, apparently it's my first time using a computer. All right. We're just going to see what Wall Street Bets is saying and freaking out just because I find this hilarious. And I guess I should go ahead and turn this into a 2-grid. Make it smaller. How about that? Now I can read through Wall Street Bets. Oh, we found 12. I think this is a rally point.
Yeah. It's up 91%.
We'll put these on the daily and zoom in. This is so funny.
It is hilarious.
My word. Okay, so we have... This is true, by the way. It's funny. Kathy Woods had the looks when she was young. Wow, Kathy. Well done. Oh, if I click on stuff, it's going to go away. Peloton earnings is going to be epic. Don't know which way, but going to be epic. Wait, what did I click on? Oh, I clicked on earnings. That's not what I want. Close that. I want the daily discussion. Why is it going to be epic? Wasn't the stock already down big? All right, let's look at that real quick. Yeah, the stock's already nothing. A little bit of a bounce, actually. Such heavy losses. That CEO messed up so badly. Catastrophically bad. Catastrophically bad management. The way he fired everyone was also just embarrassing. Bold trap for sure dumping by the end of Friday. Rally incoming.
I'm going to go pull up your stream.
Ad lot theory. Does nobody understand how shorts work? You sold the shares up front, then you buy back at the lower price and give them back. Yeah, solely based on the successful short closing, no desire to own. What? A weak pump? A weak pump? I mean, you successfully pumped it. What were they expecting? Wait, even they are giving up in their own chat already? What happened to the YOLO? What happened to going? You didn't even get your banana.
It's your banana. Your apes.
I don't expect it to last as long as previous like crazy cycles, just because they probably been losing all of their money for past several months. But I don't think this is done. There's now bigger traders looking at this like, we could probably get a little bit more out of this.
Right. Because everywhere else is fucking hard as shit right now.
Pretty much everything I read in here, I'm going to assume the opposite's about to happen.
I see. And if they're giving up...
Sure, stocks could go back up, but oil would be at 130. So oil's been trending the opposite of the stock market for a while now. For a little bit, we're even seeing a direct contradiction. When the market would go down, oil would go up, and that was sustained for a good amount of period of time. I can't keep the graphs up. I'm just going to keep them up on my other screen. So I'll call out, AMC at 12.12, GME now at 102. Actually, I'm just going to exit out of that real quick and just pull up the charts right here. What's your call at?
120.
120%.
120%. Oh, fuck. 133%. 140%. Jesus.
It's so stupid.
So dumb. It's a lotto amount, so it's like whatever.
Yeah. How many did you buy?
4.
You bought 4?
Yeah. So I have a couple. It's not a lot of money though at all.
No, it's not. It was so cheap.
So cheap.
It's hilarious. Oh, I'm letting my oatmeal get cold. Is this let's do a refresh. Whoops, refresh over here. Netflix CEO says this is such a clown market. Shopify begging for puts. I don't think so. Well, actually, I kind of would agree with that. If we look at Shopify, where's Shopify at? My gosh, Shopify's up 15%. People love Shopify.
15 now?
Yeah, Shopify's up 15%.
What? It was up 8 when I looked at it.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
308 to 370 now. I mean, Shopify hitting 308 is kind of crazy. I could explain the reasoning for why, but by the way, AMC now below 12. If it can't hold 12, it's done. SPY is continuing to climb up though. I don't know where the give up when the market's starting to turn is crazy to me. UVXYs gave up 18. VIX gave up 32. And I was talking about this on Twitter. So actually, let's talk about greater market real quick. And then we'll tune back into the Reddit. Look, when I said it, right when this market opened, I'm looking at the calls and put purchases. If you watch the Sunday report, I told you I was looking for this market to start becoming favored for put buyers for when we get a short-term bounce. As soon as they got overpositioned in puts, I would assume a bounce would start to come in. This is because of how the market makers hedging itself against all the high volumes of option trading. In a low liquidity, high volatility environment like this, market maker is going to be able to move the market based on the opposite hedging that it does from what most option traders are doing. So if you're buying tons and tons of puts, the market maker has to reposition itself to hedge against that. And one of the things that we created for everyone to show them as well, I created, was our, they're not sharing this chat. Which chat did I sell it in? And this is our contender chat, by the way. This is a subscription service with the Discord. Although, as you can see here, I still share lots of content and answer questions for everyone in the free chat room that anyone can view in. This is our gamma squeeze chart. I'm not sharing my screen. There's our gamma squeeze chart. I'll give everyone a moment to look that over, kind of read while I eat some oatmeal. Should I eat in these streams? People don't like it. Probably like it when you eat on a stream, but it is what it is. Can I get both of these up at the same time? Whatever, I could just turn this one to 2 grid again. And let's pull this up. So I think this market has gone from anxiety to denial. Actually, let me pull up. Didn't you post this? I think I should be able to get a better view of this chart. Right here. And put this over here. Yeah.
Can you blow it up some more or no?
Yeah, of course I can. I can blow this up like that.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, nice.
We only need this part anyways. And then there. Yeah, if we can't reachieve 12, it's probably done. So, did you take any profits from those, or are you just gonna let them use those ride?
I did. I took 75. I took 75%. So I can't be mad. It's pretty much free at that point.
Yeah. That's so funny. I can pull these times and sales up again.
Watch it just rocket ship at the end of the day.
Alright, did I put this like right here? This will be our live stream. That's pretty good, actually. There we go.
It is.
This needs to break over the previous high. I got you, GME and AMC traders. This is
SPY is still moving.
Make sure you watch the Sunday reports. If you want the insights from someone who's been doing this for 10 years. Just had my 10-year anniversary.
Exciting.
Yeah. Back over the 12.
SPY's moving.
The GME move is way more.
Way better. Yeah.
Impressive.
Wow. Yo. Shit.
Hilarious. How good is the stream quality, by the way? Can you actually read the option time and sales?
Yeah.
Heavy float puts. Look at there's no big buyers in here. Everyone should probably be aware of odd lot theory. Odd lot theory means if someone doesn't have. Why is this webcam reset itself? It's supposed to be a little more zoomed in than that. It's supposed to be more zoomed in than that too. It actually. That's supposed to be pulled over like that. Sorry, everyone. I'm noobing out. I could go live on TikTok again and do both of them. What was I just saying? Odd lot theory. Odd lot theory. Every financial advisor knows what odd lot theory is because it's on most of your securities exams. And it's, all the basic stuff's on security exams. Like, you need to know, like, what the basic definition of technical analysis and fundamental analysis are. Let me think about the other ones you need to know. You need to know modern portfolio management theory. You need to know the Dow theory, which is a signal for bearish markets. But odd lot theory is the theory that anyone who's buying basically less than 100 shares is probably wrong, and you should do the opposite of what they do. Remember, theories are not science, they're just theories. By the way, I'm just staring off in the distance because I'm thinking. I'm just looking at my computer. I'm not looking like some sort of cheat sheet that I have over here. Kind of like a chess player, except I just don't stare. Sometimes actually when I am playing chess, I do stare at the steering because I watch too much Hikaru. But anyways, how many of you play chess? Got off topic again. So odd lot theory is like if you were watching this and you basically, the theory exists because if someone doesn't have the money to buy 100 shares, it is assumed that they are therefore not a sophisticated trader, and there's probably a reason they can't buy 100 shares. I know it's very mean theory, but so therefore they are most likely wrong on whatever they're trying to do. I didn't make the theory. I'm just telling you what the theory is. It's not what I think. It's what whoever made that thinks. This looks like it wants to keep going. It needs to re-achieve over this if they want to try and push it higher. Then they might get some chasers coming in. It's pretty good volume right there. And there's no real volume on this candle. But we could see it start to build. I mean, we're already over that. We got to get over this stick, though. Wick, not stick.
Oh, damn. Look at that.
Look at that. That wick's at the 241. Let's see if they can manage it. We're already seeing a wick start to show here. A double top here would be pretty bad for them. Okay. They blew right past it. Look at them go. The premiums are starting to come back. This is so hilarious to me. You got screenshots for your trades?
Yeah, I can get a screenshot.
I'm gonna start taking some of these off. That's hilarious. And I guess I'll do this live. This is what I usually do for everyone, is post trades in here. You have our winner circle here. This is what people post their wins. As you can see, it's mostly just me and the trader team. Most people are pretty scared to post their wins. We just hear about it in the chat. Although everyone's able to post in here. You want to show off. We're here to celebrate people's victories. We don't glorify losses, of course. We are an educational service. This is not a recommendation service. If you copy the experienced traders in this Discord, you will likely lose money no matter what you try and do. Read our rules and disclaimers and keep up with the stream rules. As you can see, we're live in the Discord. Everyone's able to visit this channel if they want, whether or not they are a subscriber. We'll continue to do this as it's the early days and we're trying to grow the channel. Let's head back over to Wall Street Bets and see what they're up to. Refresh. Refresh. One thing that has stayed true in this market, you see heavy volume on GME and AMC. You just buy calls, no questions asked. Eventually, this will for sure fail. Bull gang rise up. My word. Rather buy when there's blood in the streets like the last 3 days. This doesn't even make sense. This is so funny. I would rather buy when there's blood in the streets like the last 3 days. What do you mean? I would rather buy when it's exactly what I see in front of my face, is what this person is saying. What? $10 call, 50 minutes. Most obvious. It's the most obvious. This crazy. What is this? The third time this has ever happened in the market ever?
Yeah.
But it's the most obvious. It's so funny. My gosh, everyone's so profane. Get your emotions in check. Bot puts face ripping rally confirmed. You're welcome. Yeah, for real though. And I was saying this on the last Sunday report. I said when we're looking for a bounce, what I want to see is more put buyers than call buyers. Sure enough, as soon as that happened, we got this rally from the bottom. And let's actually check in and see, because if we want it to turn, yep, it's evened out. What I'm looking at when I'm saying that,
Got 20% on puts there on SPY. Took a little scalp.
nice. So what I'm looking for when I say that is this call. Oh shoot, my face is probably covering that up. I got you. I wish this was more expanded. That's fine. It is what it is. I can't bring this down. I think this will make it easier to view. Is that easier or harder? I don't think that's actually better. Oh, sorry, I was trying. So when we're looking at this, you can see the amount of open calls on the market and the open amount of puts. This doesn't really mean much other just to see how the volume is. And we're looking at SPY, so we're just looking at the biggest index. When we're looking at call sizzle, this 1.6, that means there's 1.6 more calls than are usually purchased over the past 50 days. And the put sizzle, same thing, 1.88. This morning, puts were at 3.5, and then calls were only at like 1.8. So we've seen this kind of come down a little bit as the market starts to chop more profit taking for the puts. Actually, more likely the put holders got burned. But as soon, because if you ever want, this is what I do. So I look at this every day. As soon as we saw more people start to purchase puts, sure enough, boom, market turns. We get a little bit of short-term bounce. Keep in mind, my long-term view, it's not really long-term view. My macro view still has us heading for 380. My long-term view is that by the end of the year, this market could retrieve, easily 450. And that's because I expect the Federal Reserve to eventually turn. And one of the things that we've been continuously talking about in the Sunday report is that, sorry, I just thought I should probably talk about crypto here in a moment. And I just derailed myself. What I've been continuously talking about in the Sunday report is that I do expect the bond market to eventually turn. And we've kind of seen that play out for TLT, which is great. We had that trade. I thought the low would be 115. I think we ended up pushing to like 112. But these are, when it comes to that, I'm seeing the market probably start to argue with the Fed on whether the Fed can keep raising interest rates. The belief in the market has the bond market thinking, okay, we might be nearing that. Especially as we see some Fed members saying that they want to do even larger hikes on this market. Let's pull this up. Let's shrink me. Cover that up. And yeah, if you saw my username on Reddit, I don't actually use Reddit, so you're not gonna find anything on there. I don't post anything on Reddit. I don't usually look at Reddit unless I just want to laugh. I think the only thing you should look at if you're a trader is Twitter, and just for news. Everything else is just going to be noise and dumb noise. But I mean, I'm sure every once in a blue moon there's something good on Reddit, but I usually don't see it. Most of the time, what you're going to see on Reddit is just mob mentality take over. And so people who are just going to go on here and just try to constantly push their bias, whatever it is. I guess I should head over to the YouTube and see if there's any questions. Their bias, whatever. Mute myself. Nothing. Nothing in the questions. Let's refresh this. PPI. Okay. Pull this back up. And actually, let's do this. Let's look at the hot posts. Pull that back up. Move it over here. Put this back on AMC. So, right now, I'm just going to watch this. When I feel like this market's done with its bounce, probably it's going to go back to shorting it in a larger position right now. I closed my weekly puts actually yesterday. Should have closed them this morning. I was expecting a bounce to maybe come in yesterday, but that was out of impatience. It wasn't until today that we actually saw the turn on calls and puts, and now we're getting a more solidified bounce here on this market. Okay, I'll take this back to full screen. Bring this back over. The UPS store, inflation is transitory, Wu-Tang is forever. Yo, that pole looks like a giant cigarette, which is hilarious. But is that photoshopped? I don't know, I can't really tell. GME once more to the breach, dear friends, once more. My word. He bought 2,100 shares at 81.33. Wait, what am I looking at? Oh, he was adding to his position. Okay. Not gambling like other guys my age. A moment of silence for El Salvador's bag. I mean, he bought more. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Let's talk about crypto. I'll probably have to cut this out of the live stream, so let me think. The UST Terra Luna network is being attacked by multiple hedge funds. And we're seeing lots of capitulation because of that, as the stable coins are having to unload their bag holdings. Now, there's a way more complex explanation of this that I'm not going into because I don't feel comfortable getting into that level of analysis. And I think there are very few people that can even go into a real deep analysis, and the people that probably can are probably the ones trying to manage the situation. So they probably don't have time to actually report on it. But what's going on here and what's probably causing the greater market to sell is that the stablecoin holders have... Let me interrupt myself real quick. The hedge funds are attacking this because it's just an algorithm that's meant to keep the stablecoin at $1. And that's how these stablecoins function. They're supposed to stay at $1. So when you see them fluctuate, in huge swings, when it went from $1 to 94 cents, does it sound like a huge loss? But that's literally like $2 billion being moved on that market, because it's not like a normal stock or something, which is probably what most people's frames of reference are. That's a very big move for something that's not supposed to leave $1. And let me just go ahead and just get all this out of here. Actually, you know what? I think this is... I'll just expand me. So it's a pretty big move for something that's supposed to stay at $1. So what happens when it leaves $1? Well, the algorithm is keeping it at $1 because they have themselves their own portfolio. Their portfolio is built up of other assets, okay? Such as other cryptocurrencies. So when the stablecoin is attacked, it starts to degrade in price. They have to sell their holdings to provide liquidity so that they can re-achieve stability in the price of the stablecoin. So the big question that is asked when this begins to happen is, do they have enough ammo, basically, to fight the tidal wave that is coming their way? And therefore, we saw these huge sells come off. Now, what does this mean for you? What do you care about? Well, you care about, one, the fact that no panic selling has actually begun. Keep this in mind. What we're seeing is the mechanics of the market play out. A domino effect, where they have to sell this and this and this and this and this and this and this to try and re-achieve stability in their stablecoin. As this continues to topple over, they'll have to continue to sell. What you don't want to see is that domino effect spiral out of control and see a broader sell-off in the market. This has also triggered lots of other digging and searching. And one of the things that's really concerning is the SEC. Actually, not the SEC yet. Well, actually, yes. The SEC had new requirements for the brokers. So we saw one report that Coinbase was legally required to make this document saying, hey, if we go bankrupt, this is what would happen. Now, lots of people saw that and said, oh no, Coinbase is at risk of going bankrupt. Not true. Okay, this is a reaction to just a legal procedure that they have to go through, just a briefing that they have to present. Okay, we saw the stock react very violently. One, because of a poor quarter performance. Two, because of poor performance within the crypto market. And then three, because of that report, which was making circulations through the social media, is very unjustified. And we saw the CEO of Coinbase also make several comments about this, basically iterating what I iterated. And, he also put up a few quotes to try and hype his own company up, which, as you expect every CEO to do, because that's their baby. So when it comes to panic selling actually entering these markets, I'm seeing a floor on Bitcoin probably about 16,000. Does that mean that Bitcoin's going to 16,000? Pretty likely. If there's a market crash or something, I expect Bitcoin to crash. I talked about this in the last Sunday report that it looked like it was trying to retrieve a new classification and provide more stability than we were seeing in the market as it tried to maintain that 38K price point. But as soon as that gave out, off the table immediately. So I do expect that to be what happens in the long term for this asset. It's just not what we're seeing yet. So, and actually, let me just see real quick if there is any questions on Facebook or on any other socials, because I was going to answer these. Ask me anything, and I'm letting you know. I guess maybe I should link the YouTube here. Austin, do you have any questions? Are you still here? Let's put this up. I'm not gonna be up much longer as well, folks. I do have things to do today. And things to look at, and I want to free up my screen so that I could do that. So let's also put this here. No questions yet. I feel like a news reporter sometimes with all of this. Okay. Excuse me. An OnlyFans manager DM'd me on Instagram. It's so stupid. Let me think. Did I miss anything? I don't believe I missed everything. I think we covered everything generally, what's going on. Talked about crypto, AMC, GME. Looks like the hype's dying off. I'm sorry. That's not AMC, that's SPY. Oh, I should slouch in my chair. I don't see any questions. We'll wait a moment, see if anyone's got any questions. What is this? Pelosi wants to make the legislation would allow the president to make gas prices illegal. By the way, whoever look at this. Look how they type this. Look at this ridiculousness. To allow the Biden. The legislation would allow the Biden to make gas prices illegal. That's to make gas prices illegal. That's so ridiculous. That does not work. That does not work. That is not how the world works. That is so obnoxiously stupid that it's insanity. I'm a very optimistic person. And, you know, especially with the social media and streaming, I want to be positive and not be mean. But when I read stuff like that, it's like, how stupid are these people? How are these people in charge and this stupid? How? Like, it's just, it doesn't make sense. It's defying all logic. Like, oh, how is that going to help anything? Oh, we gave them more drilling sites. We didn't build any adverse rules in those drilling sites that would actually prevent anyone from drilling at them. We just made more. See, we're good people. We did the right thing. No, you didn't. Bunch of incompetent idiots. We have never seen such awful decision making from our government. Historic markets, historically bad leadership, markets melting down on that comment. That shouldn't get passed in a million years.
Damn, I had puts at the top there, and I took my little 20%er.
Oh, you already got out?
Yeah. I didn't know if it was just going to keep stair-stepping or not. So I was like, you know what? 20%. I'll take it.
Bank of Canada's speaking soon. I have no interest in watching that. Do one more final check-in on AMC and GME. We can see GME is pretty much toasting out. You'd want to see, this is probably last support before, let's see, AMC's already broke down again, so it's going to come back down to here. This looks like a pretty tight level. This isn't actual charting, but we're already breaking out here. If I could show a better chart here. We'll do AMC. Where do I want to put this? I'll put this up for everyone. We have our estimated moving averages here. Looks like we'll probably come down to the 1139. Our Bollinger Bands are look like they're tightening a little bit. I'll actually go out and see if that's the continued trend. These Bollinger Bands, when they get wider, expect smaller moves. When they tighten up, it's usually means that there's about to be a bigger move. In either direction. They're not directional. Maybe there's some sort of technique to use them as a directional indicator, but I never do. I simply use them as a momentum indicator. So, when you see them start to clip over on the stock's movement, it's usually indicative a larger volume move in some sort of direction. But that's these lines you see here that are really wide. As you can see, they clamp down, coming here. They get pretty tight. Actually maintain tight for a while. And now you see this, and not as super wide like that. The market's just choppy. This is also a larger graph. So if I actually show you the daily, you can see how it came back down a little bit better. Here.
I'm trying to form little head and shoulders on
Now
the
you
5
can see
minute.
that. See, this is the daily. Or the 1 minute. I'm sorry. And you can see how that comes down. See, kind of widens out, and we get smaller moves with the sell off. And now it's kind of tightening back up, so we could get another big move here actually. But it's the upside or downside. Okay. Okay, everyone. I gotta hop off. I have a networking meeting I'm going to be attending soon. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I think we all had fun. We went over a few solid topics that I've been wanting to make a video on anyways. Usually I don't like to talk about things live, so I don't misspeak and sound like an idiot, but really need to get this out and talk about these things. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll try to clip these out in the future, so because these don't get as good views as the actual videos I upload, which isn't always the case. But since this is probably titled GME and AMC, I will do a further breakdown. And I normally also don't wear glasses, but we will do that. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Love your beautiful places. Hope you're doing well in this market. Remember what we said. I think 380 is on the way. Short-term bounces coming in. I don't expect it to persist. And remember, this is for educational purposes. Nothing here with a recommendation. If you copy the traders with the Discord, you are likely to lose money no matter what you do. Future performance is not addictive. Or past performance is not addictive of future performance. I don't know. What are the disclaimers you want? Read the description.